Well, hello YouTube and welcome back to another video, and if you don't know, my name is James and I run a Caterham called Fern, and in this video we're going to talk about crutch straps, or some people call them crotch straps. And well, why am I fitting them? Hopefully you've seen in a previous video that I've now fitted these new harnesses, which are really nice. But what you will find, especially with new owners, is that they have the lap strap too loose, and then what happens is when you tighten up the shoulder straps, you'll see that this lifts up, so which really isn't good. And some people you see it's literally on their like tummy or above, and that's a definite no-no. You definitely don't want that if you're going to have a crash. You'd be in not very good at all. But basically you want the lap strap literally on your hip bones and really tight, even though it does feel a bit weird at the start. And what the crutch strap does is it helps keep the buckle in the correct place. So it's really good. And I've been in a few cars on track days, and it's been really helpful. So I thought, well, I should probably fit one myself. Another good thing is, especially if you've got a passenger and also for a driver, is if you were to have an accident for whatever reason, it stops you going down like this in the chair, because obviously the strap's there, so it stops you doing that. So another plus. All I can see is pluses for it. So let's get into fitting it. I'm going to show you how I fitted the crutch straps myself, but as I say in every video, I'm not an expert, I'm an enthusiast learning as I go along, so please check the comments before doing this. I'll first take the seats out. This is 4x30mm nuts for the driver's side and 4 H6 hex bolts for the passenger side. I've shown taking the seats out in a few videos, and I will link one in the description below. I had two main problems while fitting the crutch straps, which I will get to soon. In the kit you get the crutch strap itself and the fixings. I ended up buying some more washers, as I only got 2 in the kit when you actually need 4. You also need some spacers, and this was the first problem that I had. I bought the spacers from Caterham and I realised that they were actually too big, as they wouldn't fit between the floor and the chassis bracket with the swivelling insert. I could have cut them down maybe, but I knew I wouldn't have made a good job of this, being realistic. Luckily my friend made me some spacers which were the exact measurement that I needed. You can see here the Caterham one on the right and the one that my friend made me on the left, and as you can see there's a bit of a difference. The more that I work on Caterhams, the more I realise that they are all slightly different, so please just bear this in mind, that you might need to cut the spacers down. Maybe on new cars they're all perfectly the same, I don't know, but just bear that in mind. Here is a picture from the build manual of the order of the fixings and also the torque. The one thing that I didn't have in the kit, and I didn't use because I didn't have it, was the spacer washer above the floor. My friend also gave me this tip for drilling the holes. I used the spacer to drill through. I placed a spacer under the chassis bracket and made sure that it was straight, and then used a 11mm drill bit to drill the hole. The bolt is actually 7/16, but 11mm worked fine. I didn't get a clip of this, but after drilling the holes I realised that the side closest to the tunnel was fine, but the other side wasn't. It was actually down to my floors not being straight, but only by a real tiny little bit, but enough to be out. It was very hard to show, but there wasn't enough space for the crutch strap plate to be in place. It needed to be cut down a little bit. You can see the bracket here, that it has been trimmed a bit around the top edge. I'm definitely not recommending this at all, and I'm sure this is an odd scenario that probably won't be for most of you at all. It's probably just a me problem. This was the only option that I could think of, as I'm definitely not fitting the floors again, and it's better to have a slightly trimmed plate than no crutch strap at all. This was the same on both sides, so the hole closest to the tunnel was absolutely fine, there was enough space, but the holes on the kind of outer edge of the car, both of those needed the plate trimmed a little bit, but it was only a little bit. So now to fit the crutch straps. First the bolt and then washer underneath the car, then the swivelling insert and wavy washer, then the harness mounting plate and the spacer. After the bolt goes through the chassis bracket, you need another spacer and then the nylock nut. I don't have any Imperial sockets, so I use two 17mm sockets to tighten the nut and bolt. The bolt is very long, so this actually took quite a long time to do with the nylock nut because obviously it's, well, harder to do than just a normal nut. So when it was getting close to being tight, I then torqued them to 40 Newton meters. As you can see here, the harness plates need to be able to swivel like the harnesses do. When adjusting the length of the crutch strap, make sure that the buckles are this way up, and also they need to stay right at the back by the back of the chassis. If you don't do this, then there'll be a problem when you put the seats back in. I was trying to show here the length that I've used, and this is a very good place to start with. It's very hard to adjust these straps because you adjust them and then you have to put the seat back in and then see if they're correct. So this is definitely a good starting place, and it'll put you in a, definitely good starting place to start with. Everybody is slightly different, so obviously, the length's going to be slightly different for different people. Yeah, it's a little bit of a pain, if I'm honest, to get the correct length, but once it's done, it's done. After putting the seats back in, there's a hole in the seat for the crutch strap to go through. I've added a Velcro strap onto mine, so they're a little bit easier to grab through the seat hole, but to be honest, I actually use them all the time now, but I wasn't sure of this at the time. So here I am back in the car, and I've got the crutch strap fitted. So it's in the bottom of the buckle, and also with the lap straps attached and the shoulder straps. These are loose, but the other ones are quite tight. Because it's quite tight, it does take a bit of a long time to get in because you want to make sure that this is really tight. So you want this literally on your hip bones. And the crotch strap, it helps so much because even with these loose, I can't go down because it's literally holding me in place. So it stops this kind of maneuver if you were to be in an accident, and I can't remember what the name is now, where you could potentially go underneath and then the lap straps will ride up and it'd be really, really bad news. But you can see now with this in place, if I pull down the shoulder straps and pull them quite hard, this buckle stays in the correct position, which is really, really good. So the tighter you pull, the more you are connected to the car, and when you're on a track day, you want these really, really tight. So it's really hard to breathe really, but you want it that tight because you'll always move. And if you've got any wiggle room, you want to keep pulling them down. There's a really good video, I'll loosen these a little bit because it just get harder to talk. There's a really good video online already from Rob who tells you how to set up your harness, so I'll leave a link to that in the description below. But yeah, really, really happy with the crutch straps. I wish that I'd fitted them earlier, like a lot of things really, and definitely on a track day, it makes a massive difference. I've been on a track day since fitting these, and it's hard to explain, but even it feels a bit different. And to be honest, when you first put it on, it feels a little bit uncomfortable. But when you're in and you start moving or start driving, you feel more at one with the car. It's very hard to explain unless you're an owner yourself. But yeah, they work really, really well. So definitely if you're going to do some track driving, and to be honest, since fitting these, I wear this all the time now, even when driving on the road. So yeah, a big, big plus from me. So what are we doing in the next video? We are going to be talking about seats, and I've got some new seats, which is very, very exciting. Also, sorry if you have seen my breath in this video. It's like currently -1 or -2 outside, so it's yeah, definitely commitment to the videos. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Well, hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and please like and subscribe if you haven't already. It makes a big difference to a small channel like mine. And don't forget, every stone chip tells a story, and I'll see you in the next one.
As you fade away, as you fade away.